All right, so now we have your file and we're about ready to go for it. But what I want to do is I want to clean up this workspace a little bit. And the first thing I want to do is these colors here, I want to add them to your swatches. They're not in there for you yet. To access anything in the swatches, we need to click on a color and then your properties panel says, oh, you have a color here. Do you want to change it or what do you want to do? So um, click on the color next to the word fill and that opens up your swatches panel. You can see that I've got these two colors right here already. You do not because you haven't created them yet. And we have a bunch of colors that you're not going to be using. So we're going to just clean up your workspace a little bit by deleting those. When you have this window open, in the very top right corner, you have this little drop-down menu you can click on, and it says, new swatch, new color group, and yada, yada, yada. If you scroll down, you can go to select all unused. Everybody do that. And you can see that it'll select all of the colors except for a couple. We have this red slash, which is none. We have a registration mark, which we won't be using. And then we have white and black. And then we have this CMYK black. So those will stay. But everything else, go ahead and hit delete swatch. Are you sure? Yes, we're sure. And now this is what remains. So to add, we're going to select the color. You'll see the selection up here. And then to add it to the swatches, we just have to hit this little plus sign. What pops open is a swatch name, and you can see that it's named already RGB, so it's referencing these numbers. But we don't need to do that. We'll just name it burgundy. And then we'll just leave color type as process color for now. And that's it. Hit OK. We'll repeat the process. Go ahead and click on the gold. Go back over to the color. Again, it's not in your swatches panel yet, so you have to hit the plus sign. We'll call it gold, yellow, athletic gold, whatever you want. I can spell, and then we'll leave it process color. And so if you are curious of what these other numbers are, this pound and then FAA51A, that is actually a color number. So if you don't want to dial in, like if you're trying to create or find a custom number or a custom color, they'll all have a code that you can access. And we'll go over that in a later lesson. And finally, we'll click on black, and the black is defaulted. The one thing I want to show you, we are an RGB. RGB is set up to look great on a computer screen or a digital file. If I double click there, we can see that it's already named as black and process, but the number is 000. So that is the definition of rich black. And the code is all zeros. The difference between RGB black and CMYK black, if I hover, you can see CMYK is all zeros, K is black. CMY is all zeros, K is black. If I double click on it, it's trying to say, oh, CMYK, and I'll just change it to CMYK, and it's defaulting. CMYK black is like this. But you can kind of tell, like if you are following along, it's black, but it's almost like a really, really dark charcoal gray. So it's not actually black. So if we take that and go RGB, it's not all the way to 0. It's 35, 31, 32. So it's not a true black. So you will at some time be working on something, and you'll have like a lighter black and a darker black. So that is what's happening. And you could always, double click, change it from, let me cancel that. You can double click and change it from, 31, 32, whatever it is, and then take it all to 0, and then it's going to be a rich black. That's it.